and strong. We carved our names in the old porch wood, under skies so vast, swore we always would. But the winds got a way of wearing down stone, and the dust too thick, where I now roam alone. Backroad died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride, I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Backroad died young, and I'm barely holding on. I've seen rain wash the old tracks clear, and the saddles worn from those bold yesteryears. The echoes fade down Mustang Creek. No laughter floats, no whispers speak. Where we once danced, the shadows now fall, with nothing but silence for an old cowhand's call. Backroad died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride, I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Backroad died young, and I'm barely holding on. If these boots could tread back through time, I'd find that dusty path where your hand slipped from mine. Maybe under that endless prairie sky, I'd tell you all the things I couldn't before goodbye. Backroad died young, with our dreams left hung on a branch of that oak where our song was sung. Now every nightfall, your absence I mourn, by the ghost of that back road where our love was born. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Backroad died young, where I'll always belong. Down by the creek, where the cottonwoods grew, we carved our names in the bark so true. The oak tree watch and the sun dipped low. On the porch we swayed, lost in the afterglow. Your scarf danced with the prairie's breath. In that wild land, my heart you'd read. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending skies. The trail's gone cold, where our dreams used to lie. Every hoofbeat echoes a sigh. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. Long ride cries. Now the cabin stands empty on the ridge. Windows stare like eyes missing their bridge. Gravel roads once walked, overgrown with time's tide. Where laughter once echoed, silence now abide. The saddle gathers dust, the reins lay still. Without you, this wandering life's lost its will. Oh, the long ride cries beneath the vast unending skies. The trail's gone cold, where our dreams used to lie. Every side. Memories blur where the horizon meets the eye. Long ride cries on windswept plains. The whispers call through the rustle of leaves in the fall. In the quiet, your shadow I chase, but all I grasp is the cold, empty space. So the long ride cries. It's a song without end. A heart can't deny what it can't comprehend. With each sunset painted in hues of goodbye, the trail winds on under a vast lonesome sky. Long ride cries. Oh, how my soul still tries beneath the haunting endless western skies. Long ride cries. Out where the oak tree shadowed the dusty road, I met her laugh under the gold of a setting sun. The breeze carried tales from those weathered stones, of her eyes like the wild creeks where dreams would run. But her laugh said nothing of the coming night. No whisper of winters, no trace of the frost. Underneath the starlight, where our hands fell right, her laugh said nothing when everything was lost. We traded promises on the old porch swing, scarves that smelled of pine, tales of springs to come. One morning the saddle lay cold, no echo in her steps, left a cabin empty as the prayers I'd hung. Her laugh said nothing of the empty rooms, no hint of the dust that would settle our dreams. Where once her warmth bloomed through the glooms, now just shadows play where our laughter had been. Now I wander these trails, gravel underfoot, each stone a memory, sharp as the day, as the sunset bleeds over land she once stood. I know part of me was lost, part forever will stay. Her laugh said nothing, and the silence grew a canyon deep where my echoes fall. In the tender quiet, I still look for her hue. Her laugh said nothing, and yet it took all. In the whispers of the wind, I still call her name. Her laugh said nothing, still I love her just the same. Out past where the oak trees mark the edges of the sky, I found a cabin quiet under big Montana blue. There we carved our names deep in the old porch wood, wrapped in a scarf you left shades of faded root. Oh, the canyon left behind, where our echoes fill the air. Whispers haunt the gravel roads of the love that we once shared. As the sunset bleeds a sorrow into twilight's lonely cry, I'm holding on to a ghost of a scar under a tear-streaked sky. Years rode away with the dust kicked up by time. Your laughter now just whispers on the wind through swaying pines. That old porch fell silent without your footsteps near, and the trails we walked together slowly disappeared. Oh, the canyon left behind, where our echoes fill the air. Whispers haunt the gravel roads of the love that we once shared. As the sunset bleeds its sorrow into twilight's lonely cry, I'm holding on to a ghost of a scar under a tear-streaked sky. In the stillness of the canyon, where the stars dare not to tread, every stone and shadow knows the tears I've shed. Riding these empty trails, heart heavy like the rain, that old scarred memory is all that remains. Oh, the canyon left behind, my silent reverie. In the heartbreak of the twilight, it's you I still see. But the dust will settle where our faded dreams once lay, in the canyon left behind as I ride away. In the canyon left behind as I ride away. In the shadow of the oak where the river bends, your laughter echoed under sunlit ends. We carved our names on the gnarled old bark, promises made in the moment's dark. The breeze held tales in the whispering leaves of love as boundless as the dusk unsees. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my heart lies. Underneath that twilight glow, lost love whispers soft and low. Every sunset paints your face in the empty air I trace. And now the oak tree stands but alone it weeps, for the river changed courses did our dreams. The cabin's empty, the porch swings idle, scarves left behind, now nature's bridle. Gravel roads where we used to tread, flood with the rain of words unsaid. Morning sky echoes fly across the plains where my spirit dies. Beneath that endless starry throat, silent songs to you I owe. Every raindrop sings your name in the heart with every hoofbeat. Echoes the pain of a love as wide as the golden plain. Time may heal, or so they say, but your echo in the wind won't fade away. Morning sky where echoes lie, in the dust where my memories fly. Underneath that endless dome, I wander heartless, lost from home. Each setting sun lets your shadow dance in the twilight's cruel, sweet expanse. Oh, morning sky, keep her echo nigh till the stars all fall and the river's dry.
Out on the edge where the wild oaks stand, I found a scarf blue as the deep night sky. On Lonesome Hill where our dreams ran free, beneath the boundless ever watchful eye. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, with the ghost of your whisper dancing in the wind. The sunset paints your absence in shades so deep, where the trail of our love grew cold and thin. The porch still creaks like it's calling out to shadows to sway where you once stood by. Rain taps the roof in a slow, sad rhythm, speaking of tears that an old sky cried. Oh, Lonesome Hill sleeps, but I'm wide awake, feeling the brush of your laughter, light as the breeze. Every star up above is a memory faded, caught in the branches of old oak trees. I've ridden past the echoes of our laughter, down gravel roads that know my silent plea. In the heart of the dust, where my tears fall, is the piece of my soul that you took from me. Yes, Lonesome Hill sleeps, and perhaps so should I, in the cradle of the valley where my heart lies low, letting go of the reins under the vast old sky, where the winds of yesterday softly blow. So ride on my sorrow, ride on through the night. Lonesome Hill sleeps, and I must learn to say goodbye.
Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grow, we carved our names in the bark so low. The summer wind through the branches would sway those whispers of love now far away. And an old oak tree bears the scars we made. Under its shade our promises lay. Memory washed away like dust down a lonesome road. Each step I take farther from the love I've known. The sunset bleeds, colors all turn to gray. In the heart of a cowboy, where night meets the day. Memory washed away with the rain on the old porch swing. This wandering soul beneath the stars no longer sings. The cabin sits empty where laughter once filled the air. Now just echoes of your voice linger there. Your scarf on the hook still smells like spring rain. My heart holds the ache like the plains hold the plains down the gravel path where our dreams used to play. Only shadows remain as the light fades away. Memory washed away like dust down a lonesome road. Each step I take farther from the love I've known. The sunset bleeds, colors all turn to gray. In the heart of a cowboy, where night meets the day. Memory washed away with the rain on the old porch swing. This wandering soul beneath the stars no longer sings. And oh, how the rivers run to places new. What wouldn't I give for one more day with you? But time like the dust slips through these old hands, lost in the winds over these wild, wild lands. Memory washed away like tracks on the desert floor. Looking back, can't see them, not anymore. The sunset's fire, now just a cooling ash. Hold on to the heartache as long as it lasts. Memory washed away, but in my dreams you'll stay. Whispering love on that windswept forgotten day.
Out by the river bend, under the sky's embrace, where oak trees whisper secrets in their ancient sacred space. Her laughter was a melody like rain on dusty ground. We carved our names on ashwood bark where our promises were bound. Oh, the river bend cries with a lonesome sound. Echoes of her footsteps are shadows on the ground. The saddle's worn, the porch is bare, where we used to dream under starlit canopies. Now nothing's as it seems. The wind sings through the empty cabin where we used to lie. Gravel roads to town have faded under sorrow's heavy sky. Her scarf a splash of crimson lost in the swirl of time. I roam these wilds a ghost among the pines. Yes, the river bend cries, it mourns what's past. Its waters hold the reflection of a love that couldn't last. The oak now shields a lone man's dreams, the trails, and I roam. Footsteps in the dust, headed forever home. By that river bend, I've grown old with the setting sun. Learn that losing your heart is a battle never won. Each twilight brings her whisper on the breeze, she's still so near. In the rustle of the leaves, I feel her tears. The river bend cries a deep, mournful tune, like a cowboy's soul under the haunting moon. I walk these banks till my days are done, for in the river's song our hearts beat as one. The river bend cries, and so too do I, in nature's cradle beneath the vast open sky. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once told, leather boots side by side, yours were new, mine were old. We watched the sun bleed its gold over hills soft and bold, but your laughter's now a whisper in the prairie's windy fold. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your echoing ghost, where the wind talks in sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. The saddle sits untouched, it's weathered by the storm. In the cabin where your scarf lies tattered and forlorn, old porch creaks underfoot like it mourns the morn. Since the day you left, it's just shadows I've adorned. Oh, my heart rides the trails of your sighs and the silence boasts. These boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone, lost in the dust of dreams withdrawn. There's a quiet in the rain, a melody unsung, of gravel roads not taken and words we left unstrung. I roam through fading trails where our rivers once flowed, and now I understand some love's too heavy a load. So I'll walk these vacant lands where our memories rove, with boots turned cold in the absence of love. Yes, these boots, they've turned cold since you've been gone. A cowboy's heart wanders, forever withdrawn. Oh, these boots have turned cold, but the journey's not old. In the silence of the sunset, where our stories retold.
By the banks where the willow trees sway, there's a campfire we built one summer's day under skies vast and blue as your eyes. On the soft bed of earth where my lone heart lies, we carved our dreams in the bark of an oak, shared whispered tales with the smoke. But the river rose on that stormy night, washed away the fire that once burned so bright. Now I roam through the towns, past the doors you once knew. Every sunset's a memory, fading like the dew. Love's like a trail that just wins and wins. Campfire washed away, leaving only Bryan. Now the cabin stands empty, the windows all bare, like the hollow in my chest filled with cold prairie air. Where we danced on the porch, the old record spun, a melody lost to the silence succumbed. Gravel roads stretch untouched by your tread, the saddles untouched like the words we left unsaid. The river rose on that stormy night, washed away the fire that once burned so bright. Now I roam past the porches under ghostly moon's hue, each step a reminder of the love that once grew. Love's like a shadow in the twilight's deep lines, campfire washed away, leaving echoes behind. In the whispers of the wind, through the chasm so deep, find the scarf you once wore. Is it still mine to keep? As the stars wheel above in their cold distant play, the darkness holds tight where your warmth used to lay. And the river keeps rising like my heart's mournful cry, washing over old memories that refuse to die. Every campfire I build, every flame I set free, is a prayer that someday your shadow returns to me. Love's a story that ends where it once did begin. Campfire washed away, but the embers still spin. I rode back
through the county gate. Same dust, same hills, same twist of fate. The church still leans near Miller's Creek. The porch lights dim, but time still speaks. I saw her there with grace and grace. Same green eyes, same summer face. I took my hat off, said it's me. She smiled and asked politely, who'd you be? She forgotten my name, like wind forgets a whispered flame, like snow forgets the prints it keeps, like dreams that vanish when we sleep. I stood there full of years and shame and watched her eyes not spark the same. You think time heals, but damn it maims. She forgot my name. I wrote her letters I never sent, kept them folded, edge bent. I carved our song on an old guitar, played it nightly under stars. I pictured hugs, not shaking hands. I planned to stay, not just passing land. But love, it fades when not reclaimed, and people change, and faces blame. She'd forgotten my name, the one she once sang in the rain, the one she stitched on flannel red, the one I swore she'd never shed. But hearts move on like seasons aim, and I was fall and she chose spring. I brought my past, she packed her flame. I left with pain, returned with hope, but she just smiled like we never wrote a single page in this old book. Guess I read too long while she just shook. She'd forgotten my name, not with malice, not with shame, just like a road that closed one day while I still walk the other way. I tipped my hat, turned back through pain, and whispered low into the plain. If I'm just dust, don't light the flame. She forgot my name. In the shade of an old oak tree, where the wildflowers hide, I recall her laughter echoes on the breeze so wide. Wearing that flannel shirt, faded red to pale, under a wide-brimmed hat, her smile soft as a fairy tale. We'd sit on a creaky porch, her head against my arm, whisper secrets of our hearts, swaying free from harm. Flannel shirt cries in the dead of night, underneath the crescent moon's tender watching light. The trails of our past, dust to the wind and gone. Flannel shirt cries, and I'm left here to sing this song. Now there's an empty cabin where laughter once filled the room, and the wild brambles claim the path where our love used to bloom. She She left with the winter rain soaking through her scarf of blue, gone down the gravel road beneath skies no longer true. The saddle sits untouched, the horse has long been sold. In the quiet town, the nights just feel so cold. Flannel shirt cries in the dead of night, underneath the crescent moon's tender watching light. The trails of our past, dust to the wind and gone. Flannel shirt cries, and I'm left here to sing this song. If these old timbers talk, they whisper of her grace. Among the shadows, I sometimes see her face, and the fields stretch out like the years that make me old. Each sunset painting her in colors bold and gold. Flannel shirt cries as I lay me down to rest, haunted by the heart she took from my lone chest. And while the stars watch silent, my dreams they dare not try. Flannel shirt cries, Lord, flannel shirt cries. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found your scarf a ghost on that old porch swing. In the town where gravel roads wrap their dusty arms around, beneath the sunset's blaze your laughter used to cling. Long ride shut the door on the winds of yesterday, saddle worn, heart torn by the miles I rode away. Each hoofbeat a reminder of the promises we swore. Echoes of you haunt every trail I explore. The cabin stands empty like the pages of our days. Windows stare like eyes filled with the dust of dawn. Once we danced in rain, now I shuffle through life's maze. Fading trails like our dreams, all but overrun. Long ride shut the door on the winds of yesterday, saddle worn, heart torn by the miles I rode away. Whispers of your voice swirl like leaves around my core. In the silence of the plains I hear you no more. There's a stillness in the air where a wild river flows, and I reckon that's the sound of letting go. But the heart is a stubborn beast beneath this cowboy's load. Beneath the starry skies, my love for you in shadow still aglow. Long ride, shut the door, let the nightfall hide my pain. Trails in, my friend, where your memory remains. Every star a story, every breeze whispers your lore.
In the echoes of the night I close the door. So I'll ride under the moon where the quiet river's bend. Maybe all a lonesome cowboy can do is pretend that every sunset isn't just another sad amen, but a path that might one day lead me back again. Out there where the oak stands guarding old forgotten lands, by the creek where we once lay, the dust now covers hand in hand. Your laughter hung on the wild breeze, now whispers to the trees. The rain listened quietly as my heart spoke of these. Oh, the rain listened as I called out your name through the echo of hooves on that old gravel lane. The sky shared their tears on the brim of my hat, while the winds carry secrets of where we once sat. Old Porch Creek's a lonesome tune, sings like a melancholy fiddle. Empty cabin holds the ghost of your smile in the middle. That scarf you left still colors my view, faded red on the saddle. The trail's gone cold and so have the shadows where we once rode unraveled. Yes, the rain listened as I called out your name through the echo of hooves on that old gravel lane. The sky shed their sorrow on the sleeves of my coat as I search for the sunset where our memories float. In the whisper of the aspens, in the rustle of the leaves, there's a piece of you in every crackling branch that grieves. Was our love just a whisper that got lost in the wind? A story that paused where the footprints end. So the rain still listens when I whisper your name into the silence of the wild, where nothing stayed the same, where the land holds the echoes of the love we knew then. The rain keeps on listening over and over again, and it listens, oh how it listens, while I ride these trails alone under the watchful eyes of stars in the place we called home. In the dawn's pale light where the oak tree shadows lie, I once woke beside her under the endless frontier sky. The porch creaks softly with our whispered dreams, cold morning tide down in the seams of old blue jeans. The cabin held the warmth of love like a sacred flame, and every whispered wind seemed to breathe her name. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low, where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. Now the gravel roads stretch out like the regrets I own. Her laughter echoes over creeks where we once had roamed. The town once bustling fades like the trails we rode, each hoofbeat a memory, every sunset a low. She drifted away like the leaves in the autumn breeze, left me with these empty rooms and rustling sycamore trees. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low, where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. By the fireside, the shadows dance alone tonight, the stars above like eyes watching in the quiet light. Maybe in another life, where the wildflowers remain, we'd ride those dusty trails, never to part again. Oh, how my heart still yearns as the old world turns beneath the endless sky, where old lovers say goodbye, tied down on this cold morning with nothing left to claim. Her memory a silent song, a whisper through the plains.
In the shadow of the oak, the wild daisies lie. I first saw her laugh under that vast frontier sky. Her scarf danced with the wind by the old porch light. In a town too small for dreams, but just right for the night. Unspoken words closed her eyes, like the sunset draws the day. Every whisper of the breeze seems to echo her name. In the rustle of the leaves and the rattle of old rails, her memory haunts these hills like a ghostly wandering tale. Years flew like dust through these worn and weary hands. The cabin stands empty like my heart's unplanted lands, where laughter filled the rooms, now only silence reigns. The saddle unmounted and love lost to the plains. Unspoken words closed her eyes, like the sunset draws the day. Every whisper of the breeze still echoes her name. In the rustle of the leaves and the creaking of old floors. Her absence fills the air like the rain that never pours. Now I roam these gravel roads where our stories were spun underneath the starlit glow, avoiding the sun. A lone rider with shadows where once we rode side by side, left talking to the wind with my unspoken goodbye. Unspoken words closed her eyes. Now the stars refuse to glow. The night's embrace is cold as the northern winds blow. Dust settles on the trails where our dreams once flew high. Now I ride alone under the endless crying sky. Her echo in the canyon where my heart forever lies.
Out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the vast unending skies, I found a worn-out leather saddle where my deepest heartache lies. By the creek where waters murmur, there's a scarf you left behind. Every thread a tale of summer when your hand was locked in mine. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In the saddle haunts I linger, trapped in a love that time can't dawn. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Years have rolled like thunder, rumbling over distant stormy hills. The old porch we danced upon, now silent, empty chills. The town once loud with laughter echoes with our whispered past. Gravel roads we roam together, now just pathways overgrown with grass. Oh, the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the wild and free. But they carry dust that stings my eyes as I peer through what used to be. In the saddle haunts I linger, trapped in a love that time can't dawn. Every sunset paints your shadow on the trails we used to haunt. Underneath the vast prairie sky, I let your memory dance. Rain washes over old regrets, gives a man a second chance. Yet every cabin, every star tells a story of our plight. In the heart of every wilderness, I face the cold, lonely night. So the winds of time blow through these plains, scented with the lost and free, carrying voices of yesterday, tying you forever to me. In the saddle haunts I reckon some loves are ghosts we can't outrun.
Every sunset's a reminder of the love I've never won. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild horses drank, by the riverside, where our love first sang, your scarfed dance with the autumn breeze on that old porch swing. We were wild, we were free. A lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to reign. Windows stare blank through the dust and the rain. Your saddle's untouched since you rode out at dawn, leaving echoes in hallways where our melodies were born. Lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. Now I roam through the twilight under starlit cloaks, finding solace in the silence, blowing smoke through the oaks. These hills hold secrets in their folds. I confide my regrets and my whispers with no place left to hide. The lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. Each ember a tale of hello and goodbye. As the darkness draws near and the cold settles in, your memory's a ghost, skin to skin. I can't. Oh, lonely fire sank, and here I still lie on this endless trail under timeless night sky. Out where the oak tree meets the wide whispering wind, I found your scarf, a ghost on the branches worn thin. Remember the porch where we danced under starlit skies. Now it creaks alone, serenaded by my weary sighs. Oh, fading light left behind, how it bleeds through the night. In the dusty trails where we once walked, now out of sight. Each sunset burns like the love that I've known now decline. In the fading light, in the shadows, you're still intertwined. Gravel roads where we roamed now lay quiet and spare. Old cabins whisper tales in the chill of thin air. Oh, the saddle where you sat now hangs untouched and old, like the secrets we shared
now just memories grown cold. Oh, fading light left behind, how it yearns through the night. Echoes of laughter that drift over fields out of sight. Each sunset's glow is a reminder of a past confined. In the fading light, in the whispers, you're still intertwined. By the riverside where the willows weep, I see your face in the waters deep. With every raindrop that the clouds provide, I feel you here by my lonely side. Oh, fading light left behind, how it fades into night. A cowboy's heart rides the shadows, chasing the light. In the twilight's embrace, where our memories are enshrined. In the fading light, forever, you're still intertwined. Through the fading light, my love, you're still intertwined. This tune carries the echoes of a heart that loved as wildly as the lands it roamed, holding on to the past with both hands, even as it slips like sand through the fingers.
In the shadow of an oak, where the soft winds used to speak, lies a field where dandelions touch the sky. We carved our names on aged wood beneath the sun's gentle peak, where echoes of our laughter will never die. Oh, how the dandelion field fades under the weight of time. Saddles worn and scarves left frayed by trails of dust. Each sunset bleeds like the heart I can't reclaim, lost in the winds amidst the dreams we left in trust. The porch still creaks, it sings a tune of days when you were mine. Now empty cabins fill the gaps where Joe once lay. Gravel roads whisper stories as I walk them line by line. But your shadow dances alone just out of sway. Oh, how the dandelion field fades with every setting sun. Each petal a memory, each breeze a silent cry. I roam these lands, a ghost among the rustling leaves, chasing whispers of you in the clouds and painted sky. By the creek under the moon, where promises were sown, the water still remembers the reflection of your face. I've ridden miles through storms and through the calm, yet it's your warmth I miss in this cold and lonesome place. Oh, how the dandelion field fades, but my love remains the same, as fierce as the dust kicked up by my old steed in it.